has become part of our accepted New Zealand culture that we have adopted a Maori form of stating a challenge. It is a challenge at the beginning, to take up the challenge that faces you and start dealing with it. For you as students, it is to take up and deal with the challenge of entering upon the third and fourth form levels of college education, which are the 9th and 10th year stages of your continuing education, which began all the way back at kindergarten and kohanga reo, and moved on through primary school with its intermediate level. Now you're here at secondary school, the second main staircase into your future. This is a program designed to help you up that stairway, an assistance into your future, but in a special way, preparing you as a person for that future. When we talk about you as a person, we're talking about the spiritual side of you, the wairua side, the inside of you. There is that spiritual side to your curriculum. It is specially stated in the health curriculum set out by the Ministry of Education. Both sides to your health are recognized. One, the physical health and fitness side, and secondly, the spiritual wellness side. The body is the outside and the person on the inside. Let's just hold on there for a minute, because we're using words here that you may not be sure of their exact meaning. I'm thinking of curriculum and spiritual. It's very important to understand the meaning of the words we use, because we think in words and then we speak to each other in the words we think with. So if you don't know the meaning of a word, find it out. Don't be afraid to ask. Go to it.
Miss, can we borrow a dictionary, please?
Yeah, because we need to look up some word meanings.
Okay, I've got a dictionary here. Here you are.
Thanks.
Here it is, curriculum, the subjects included in a course of study.
Spiritual, of all concerning the spirit as opposed to matter, not with physical or material things.
Here's what you found out. So if you have a karakia or prayers at assembly, that is a religious or worshipful exercise, an acknowledgement of God. Not everyone engages in that, but everyone is having the spiritual experience of being a person.
Religion, the belief and receiving of human controlling power and a personal God or gods entitled to obedience and worship.
What is stated in your course of health studies is that there are some set spiritual topics that must be covered. Have a look at them. You as an individual with an identity. You as a person of worth. Meaning and purpose to your life. Achievement of goals and leadership of others. A well mind. called mental health. Being free and responsible, handling choices and making decisions, the dangers in becoming an addicted person. For this program, we have grouped these subjects under 4 headings, which then become the 4 strands running through the sessions of the program. The 4 strands are experience, relationships, selfhood, value references. And they're all interwoven like the strands that make up a rope. You'll see. Now let's carry on talking about the challenge in taking on a new experience and making sure that it's taking a new step forward. Part of the challenge of entering college is that you're challenged with becoming accepted into college life, reaching that comfortable feeling that you really do belong here amongst all these other students. What makes it a bit difficult to begin with is that you come in from outside amongst these older 5th and 6th and 7th formers who already know they belong, and maybe they give you the feeling that they don't welcome strangers, so that you are just a little bit nervous and unsure of yourself. Don't worry about that. It's all part of a challenge that it should be a bit intimidating, which means making you timid or fearful. The haka is intended to be intimidating. When the All Blacks perform their haka, they want the team that is there to play against them to feel rather fearful about the challenge they're taking on. But that team is there to show it can stand up to the challenge. You already know that there are some things you're good at and want to learn to get better at. It may be sports. You're going to make the top college rugby team, or league, or soccer. Maybe it's the netball team. Or maybe as a star solo athlete or student, you want to prove your ability to perform and represent your college with honors. Medals, cups, trophies, certificates that show your success. Everyone likes success, but wherever there is failure, never forget that there is the challenge to turn it into a success. There is another side to this experience you're taking on. Let's call it the inside challenge to the person you are. That's the spiritual challenge. That you will make the grade by becoming a better person, a more worthy and meaningful person, who is also better at getting on with other people, better at handling relationships. And you can be sure, if you don't already know it, that life is full of these inside challenges to the person you are and the person you can become if you handle the challenges right. Now it's time for you to meet Yoshi. He's a character you're going to meet up with quite often. Here he is on the steps of his college experience. He's at the 3rd and 4th form stage, with more advanced or higher level steps still ahead of him.
You will meet up with me heaps of times, because I am the character in this program who represents you, the person you are inside, the person no one else can see directly, the person only you know yourself to be. Want to know what my name Yoshi means? It stands for your own selfhood, the I in you. Everyone is a Yoshi inside.
Yoshi, you do know this about yourself, don't you? That you need the company of other persons. That you want to get to know other persons.
I know. I want to get on with other people, have friends, good friendships, have friendships with other persons so we understand each other, get on well together, enjoy being together, spending time with each other, talking and doing things we're interested in.
We've already been talking about the challenge of new experiences and you as a person and your relationships. Let's look at that picture again. I'm not sure that everyone noticed the rope that you're holding, Yoshi, which you're pulling with you from your background, and that you have given colours to identify the strands that are woven in the rope. That yellow strand stands for the experiences you've had right up until now. Not just your experience of school, all of it. Everywhere you've been in your short life, the good and the bad experiences. Blue stands for your relationships. Some you were born into and had no choice about. You weren't asked to pick your family and whānau. But also, you have relationships that you have chosen and created. Part of the rope is just you. That's coloured green, which is a naturally healthy colour in the world of nature. Hopefully, you are a well person in a good shade of green. Just as your experiences and relationships aren't finished, neither are you. As a person, you are growing, developing, changing. Don't worry that you need help to get greener. That strand coloured red has to do with the guidance system you have steered by. It has played an important part in the way you have lived your life and the value that you put on people and goals. So as well as a guidance system for making choices, it can be called a value system. Just so you are sure what we mean, and don't go off and say, I don't have one of those, let me point out to you that a culture is a guidance system to refer to. Red is a colour for danger. It isn't safe for you to go ahead if your guidance system throws up a red light that says, stop, or you'd better think about this one. Don't go against the red. To grow in your understanding of these things will be important for the whole of your life, not just school and college life. Education is about preparing you for life, not just for doing a job and earning money. Don't be in a hurry to get away from schooling to get working because you think school is not doing you any good. Come in there, Yoshi. Tell us what you think.
I thought you'd forgotten me and would never ask. I reckon it's a good idea to colour the rope to help everyone recognise the theme that you're dealing with, as long as you remember to put up the colours of what you're teaching. Speaking for the class, I think we'd all be able to weave the strands into one rope, won't we? I do think we'd all like to tell us how sessions are going to be run.
Excellent idea, Yoshi. Well, each of these video sessions will take about 18 or 20 minutes to run through. Then there's going to be a discussion about the themes presented, led by your teacher, and lasting about 20 minutes, leaving enough time to review the video before the period ends.
I've I've got a blackboard I'd like to use for putting up suggestions of what the class could talk about. What do you think of that for a brainy idea?
Yes, it's a good one. And the students could have a photocopied sheet of the questions for making their own reminders and answers, which they save in a file. The sessions are weekly and will be run in a series of 5. Probably one series in each of the first 3 terms, if it suits the class timetable. After each series, you will be given a questionnaire on how you're finding the program. It will also be a chance to give us your constructive criticisms on ways to improve your program. It's over to you, Yoshi, and your blackboard.
Number 1. If you are the spiritual person living inside the body, who owns that body? Number 2. If it is yours, shouldn't you look after it? Especially as it's the only one you've got. How can you improve the way you look after it? Number 3. In what ways do you want to improve the person you are? What are the challenges that give you the butterflies? And number 5. Which challenges are you confident that you can handle?